squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sooners will put toe together and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gamecocks offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. Turning it on!
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The play action fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why
off the play fake on first down, the throw. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. That's it fly. That's caught. It's Sellers. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers and right there.
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. There's the pressure. Runs through and runs through another one. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Offense working from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown Gamecocks. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burks. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's a decision there by the quarterback.
Off the play fake on first down. Slips away. He'll pull it down and run. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Those Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Burks. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Surging forward on the sneak.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw, it's Sellers. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Grab near the marker, it's Sellers. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback extends the play.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Under fire. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give out of the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the middle. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Fire. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Fires downfield. Working on the right. There he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Touchdown, Gamecocks! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll give it to the back. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's a hit. And he is not going to get... Here's the handoff. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
He's got it all right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look...
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He'll start this drive firing. Quarterback gets the first down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Gets away, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be... Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. 3rd down, following the sack by the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Rolling on the run. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately need. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care. He lost it high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
They'll run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, South Carolina. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point splits the uprights and the lead balloons to 15. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean,
he's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They want to throw it. Scrambling away. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Sooners in the hurry up. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run this play from the pistol. They want that clock to run. Turning it on! He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They're going to ride this running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. All down, and he has enough to move the chains. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball. Right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it from the gun. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll do it himself. Oh, what a cut! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Motion from the wideout. This is a design run. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
With the catch, it's Ott. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Sooners!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they...
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Forget the punt. He's going to throw it. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Going for it all. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaches